Hello, and welcome to GRAD 510 at Baker University. My name is Allison Betzold. I will be your instructor for the next 7 weeks. This presentation is going to go over Moodle and how I have it set up, as well as the syllabus details. I also have a presentation here under week 1, class resources right here. It's a more general presentation about what to expect in this class and program, as well as some policies and procedures, that sort of thing. It goes over this PowerPoint right here. So you have the presentation with my speaking, my voiceover, and then the PowerPoint slide right there. So this presentation doesn't have a PowerPoint slide. I'm just going to go over your course. This is the Moodle shell. You'll see that it's broken up into several sections. This first section has a lot of resources pinned for you. Up here we've got a little short overview of me and how to contact me. Also have the news forum. That's where I'm going to be posting things. Weekly updates, definitely. Any other odds and ends and cleanup, that's going to go right there. When I post something there, that's going to shoot a notification to your Baker University email. So be checking that Baker email. Ask Allison, that's a forum for you to post questions to me. This is available to all students. So when you do post something that isn't private in nature. You might want to post something asking a clarification on an assignment. Anything that you think that other classmates might find pertinent, you post right there. The Cyber Cafe is just a place for you guys to talk and discuss and amongst yourselves. It's not monitored by me. It's just a place for you to share resources if you'd like. And we can scroll down. You've got a lot of resources. The syllabus right here, which I'll go over in just a minute. You've got a short video. It's about 6 minutes long on how to set up MS Word document for MLA. You watch that 6 minutes, it's going to save you a bunch of time and setting up your assignments throughout the entire program, especially the works cited, so watch it. Also have an MLA template for Word documents as well, so you can take a look at that. Got your technology requirements, also how to update your Moodle profile. That's something that you get points for in this class, so watch that if you don't have an idea of how to do that. We've got the Baker University SPGS catalog, which you will use in this class for the policies and procedures quiz due at the end of the course. You've got a who to call list. If you want financial aid questions asked, there's a phone number for that, accounting, etc. There's a list of contacts for you. Textbook information. This link leads you directly to where to find information on your textbooks. I will tell you your textbooks for every course can be found in your student portal 90 days prior to your course starting. So even before the syllabus is available, you have course materials, textbook information available to you in your portal. That link will show you exactly where to go in your portal. This instructions for Portal Moodle Library, that is something that is sent to you, the IT help desk. So you should have information on that, but it's there for you to look at. Library resources, you've got a lot of links here for nail down directly on where to go to find specific things about the library. You're going to be using the online library. Take a look at that tutorial right there. This one is a link to every single tutorial that the library has put together. This one is specifically for the databases tutorial. That's what you're going to be using a lot in this program. And then you've got your search tips part 1 and part 2. I highly suggest you watch those. And I also have a lot of writing resources available for you. Improving your writing checklist, writing a successful paper, an information sheet on Baker writers on how to access that. It's kind of a writing tutorial service for Baker University students. Got a PowerPoint there. We had been using the MLA 7th edition for quite a while. We just switched to 8th edition as of July 1. So these are some differences in the 8th edition as compared to the 7th edition. Citation machine, that's helpful for you to build your works cited pages. The Purdue Online Writing Lab, that is a resource for you. I will actually be linking to that resource quite a bit when I do feedback for your papers. And you also have a file on brainstorming, researching papers, pre-writing, critical rating, etc. So then you'll see the weeks of the class. We've got 7 weeks in this course. Each of these weeks are set up very similarly. You've got your class resources. Those are all the resources that you will use for that week. Your forums, and then your individual assignments. You'll see here I've got the assignments listed that are due that week. All right there. I'll go back. Like I said, I've got that week 1 presentation for you as well. That updating your Moodle profile link, that's right there. Your student introduction forum, that's where you're going to answer several questions and introduce yourself to me as well as your classmates. This is where you're going to post that first Making the Team assignment. And the business hot topic presentation, I'll go over that assignment, but this is where you're going to sign up. And then this is where you're going to turn in your first assignments. So the AHA week 1, I'll click on that and show you. Basically, you can just add a submission there. You'll upload a paper and click submit, and it'll go right to me. So you'll see week 2 is set up very similarly. There's a difference here, that there's a quiz here. See that check mark? That marks a quiz. And then under each quiz, you've got these little exercise tips. And see how every week is set up the exact same way. All right, so I talked a little bit about some assignments. You're like, I don't know what that's about. So let's look at the syllabus. The first page of the syllabus for every single class is going to look very similar. It's going to have the course name, course number, the section number, start and end dates, the location and room. So most of yours are going to be online unless you switch to an on-ground course for some reason. It's also going to have the instructor availability. So you've got my information right there. Texting is okay to my cell phone. I do respond well to text. Just tell me who you are and what class you're in, and then I can answer you easily. A lot of times on the weekend, I'm not going to be at a computer all day, so texting may be the best way to get the quickest response. So you're going to have the course description and course objectives. I'll let you read those. And then the text requirements. So you should have Making the Team, a guide for managers, 5th edition. And then as well as a writer's reference, 8th edition. Maybe some of you signed up several months ago for this class and you have the 7th edition. That's okay. We can work with you on that. So then there's some supplemental materials. Those are the articles that are available at the library free of charge. So if I ask you to read one of those articles, you do need to go to the Collins Library and look them up to find them. So here is the reading requirements. You can read through that. So the student introduction forum and Moodle profile, that's due this week. Answer those questions in the forum. That's due on Thursday. Sorry, that's due Thursday. The AHA weekly updates, you're going to do one of these every week. It's due Sundays by 11:55 p.m. This isn't an informal summary of what you learned. This doesn't have to have citations or anything like that. It's just I want to know what you thought was interesting and how you've applied to that, or what you want to know more about. Forum discussions, you have these every week as well. So, and I just found typo. Well, I'll fix that. Sorry about that. So, you're going to have these weekly. They're worth 30 points each. Your first post is due on Thursdays, and then you have two posts that's due by Sunday that's responding. Please use this information as a guide for your responses. These count towards formal writing. So you're going to use the textbook as a resource. And you're going to use works cited. You're going to use in-text citations, etc. Your time management plan, that is due the second week. You'll develop a time management plan. Kind of helps you guide through 17 or so hours per week that you'll be working on this class. Okay, your business hot topics presentation. I mentioned that a little bit earlier. Each week, starting in week 3, students will pick a week and present their own topic of choice. You'll sign up during this first week. You want to pick something, a current event or something like that, that's specific to business management, leadership, etc. It does not have to be from the Collins Library, but it does need to be some sort of, a reputable resource. Maybe it's from the news, something that's interesting that you found that you want to discuss further and apply it to the principles and topics that we have been discussing in the textbook. So you sign up for 1 week, then your post is due Thursdays, and then their response posts are due Sunday. And then I showed you the quizzes. You've got those through 2 through 6. Those are all due by Sundays when you have those due. And then you have your big individual research paper. It's broken up into several different parts. So the thesis proposal and information informal outline is due week 3. We'll talk more about that as it comes up. You've got an annotated bibliography due, and then a rough draft due, and then a final paper due. All the same paper, you just are working on it in pieces. You're basically going to be picking something from making the team and writing an argumentative paper on. It is also what's called a test stream assignment, and I will give you more information on that. You're going to be uploading it into TaskStream instead of Moodle. I'll show you that as we get closer to the last week. Okay, so then we have the policies and procedures quiz that's due at the end of the class. That's open. You can feel free to work on it until from the first night of the class, first week of the class to the end. And then you also have what's called a team summary and team or evaluation. This is based on your team group assignment. So you will have a group assignment. You'll be divided up into teams by the end of week 3, the first week or the first part of week 4. Then in your group, you're going to be assuming the role of a consulting team for Wowzer Inc. So you're going to be taking on that role and telling Wowzer what they should be doing to increase productivity and meet deadlines. So there's details on that. There's a status update that's due on week 5. And in week 7 on Thursday, you have to present your virtual pitch in the forum. And then you will submit a written proposal, 3 to 5 pages, as well as that team summary evaluation. And so here you've got all of the assignments broken down. There's 800 points in the entire class. There's what you need to get an A, B, etc. You can only receive 1 C during a graduate program, so you must, and then to pass this class, you have to have a C or above. So then you'll see the class schedule. It's broken down into each week. It's broken down into due dates, how many points possible, and approximately how much time you're going to spend on task. This is just an estimation. You may spend a lot of time reading and maybe not so much time writing your posts, or vice versa. It's up to your skill and what you can do fast and what needs more time for you. These are my expectations of the class. The late assignments will be reduced by 10% of the total points possible per day that they are late. You must pass this course in order to continue with the graduate program. So you have to get a C or above to continue. Then there's a bunch of information that's in every single syllabus that you will see at Baker University. Here's this credit hour definition where it says approximately 120 hours is spent in a 3 credit hour course. There's also an end of course survey. I'll be reminding you of that as we get closer to the end of the class. Information on attendance, misconduct, ADA statement, etc. Well, that is the syllabus. And that's pretty much that's it for this first week. I will be in the forums asking questions and introducing myself to you guys as well. I will look forward to teaching you over the next 7 weeks. Thanks so much.